Welcome back to the Galaxy's favorite talk show. It's Cosmic Kickback, everybody. As always, I'm your host, Nick, joined by my co-host, Josh.
Welcome, Nick.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to our little corner of the internet.
Yes, sir.
We talk about movies. Today, we're going to be talking about Ahsoka. This dropped maybe September. It's been like a month or two.
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah, I finished it maybe like a week or two ago. We've just been waiting to review it. But
I'm surprised that we actually doing this, low key.
I mean, this is the second Star Wars show we gotten this year.
That's true.
And you told me that, I know we reviewed The Mandalorian maybe a couple weeks or like a month ago.
Yeah.
You said that the writers were more focused on Ahsoka than season 3.
That is what they said they were doing, yeah.
So, after that, like the expectations kind of went up. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
It seems like they were kind of babying the series more than season 3 of Mando.
Yeah,
which
for sure.
I think ended fine. So yeah, we're going to talk about Ahsoka, probably a little bit about Star Wars Rebels. Personally, I haven't seen it. I feel like this show would have hit way harder if like I had that 4 seasons of Rebels to be like, man, these characters are dear to me. But
yeah,
I think besides that, like a series should be able to like stand on its own, like even if it does have like lore to it, like you should be able to try to get it across in a way that's like, like people get the gist of it.
Yeah.
I mean, what'd you think about the show?
I mean, I think Ahsoka managed to do that. I don't know about you, but I felt like even though I've never seen Rebels, I was introduced to each character. I got an idea of their histories through little exposition sentences here and there. It gave me some context to the situations. But regardless of that, before watching the show, I watched like a 20-minute recap on the entire Rebels.
Dude, I thought about doing that too because I was like, it's kind of cheating, but I was like, I just don't got the time to sit.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know, the animation to Rebels always looked a little like childish to me.
Damn,
like, what do you think about that?
No, I agree. I thought it was a kid's show.
No, yeah.
When I first saw it.
Yeah.
So I never watched it. And then I heard people saying like, yo, bro, it's actually pretty good. And I was like, wait, actually? And there's like an actual Star Wars kids show right now. It's called like Young Jedi Adventures or something like that.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
That's what I thought Rebels was. So I never watched it.
I mean, that show is actually incredible. No, I'm just kidding.
But no, yeah, I think this show manages to introduce all the Rebels characters while, I never felt lost, even though I watched the recap video.
Yeah.
Okay. I felt like they heavily spent a lot of time letting people know who Sabine is.
Yeah.
I think most of the time went to that.
She's pretty cool.
There wasn't much on Ezra. You heard a lot of his name. They talk about him a lot before he finally shows up.
Yeah, he's the big name.
Yeah, by the way, this is going to be full spoilers. Like, this has been out, my boy.
Well, so do you want to go into the review or do you want to talk
Oh, you want to talk news?
I mean, I just wanted to get your first impressions. We can probably go into spoilers later.
I mean, I'm going to spoil the whole thing.
I mean, yeah, there's not
Ahsoka
really
dies.
too crazy spoilers because this kind of takes place in its own like self-contained part of the galaxy. It's like they don't mention any of the current Star Wars.
Yeah,
people.
I mean, if you care about Rebels, there's spoilers. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you haven't seen. But then, if you care about spoilers, I imagine you've seen this by now, though.
Yeah, probably.
So, I mean, we could talk news and then give our final thoughts on the show.
Okay.
I don't think I have too much to say, but you know how it be.
I got you. So I got some quick movie news. The first one is some casting news for Superman Legacy.
There's a couple casting news, right?
Yeah, so I know.
You got them all?
I don't have them all.
Damn.
But I know Skylar Gisondo, great character. I think he played somebody, pardon me, in The Quarry. He was a character in that.
What, the video game?
Yeah, the video game.
Okay.
But he's playing Jimmy Olsen, which
I heard that.
I guess is. Like
you know Jimmy?
I don't. God. I'm gonna know him now though because I do like this actor.
Get this dude off the podcast, bro. No, I'm kidding.
He sounds like such a C-list like comic book character.
Dude,
is he a hero or is he just like Superman's assistant?
You're about to get crucified if anyone that happens to be a Superman fan watches this.
Hey, crucify me.
Jimmy Olsen is Superman's best friend.
Okay.
Like he's his.
No way, this kid's gonna be his best friend.
He's his best friend, bro. He's Clark Kent's best friend. He works at the Daily Planet with him, and
you almost said the Bugle, bro.
I've been playing Spider-Man too.
Yeah.
He works at the Daily Planet with Clark Kent and Lois Lane. He's Clark's best friend. That's what he's most known for. He's also been his sidekick kind of in the old ass comics, but I don't think they're gonna do that. I think he's just a reporter. He's kind of like a photographer.
Okay.
He's kind of like a fun, lighthearted best friend character.
Okay, that's cool.
He's like a heart and soul.
Oh my gosh, Superman!
I guess.
Gee Willikers.
I don't know about that. Maybe in the 60s.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's who he is.
Yeah. Okay. So next we also got Nicholas Hoult. He's gonna be playing Lex Luthor.
This one kind of surprised me.
I honestly think he could do it.
Mm-hmm.
He's a pretty good actor.
Yeah, I agree.
He's been in X-Men movies. He was in The Menu.
Yeah.
He's been in like a lot of. I think
Dude
he was in The Favorite.
He played the ultimate Glazer in the Menu.
Oh yeah.
D1 Glazer, bro.
Dude, he was He was glazing.
That's literally Jaden. Whenever you watch like Hell's Kitchen or like Kitchen Nightmares, he's like, oh yeah, Gordon just knows.
Bro, then they tried to get him to cook, bro. Bro was bummed.
That's Jaden,
bro. He got the meat and just like threw it on the pan. Like,
it's like no seasoning. It's like,
yeah,
no chef.
Bro,
it's fucking raw.
It's fucking raw.
No, but I just got to see how he looks bald. That's the main thing I'm
I mean,
at.
here's a photo. Like,
damn.
I think if they change his eyebrows up, and then maybe he puts on like just a fuck ton of muscle.
I don't think he needs to be buff because Lex Luthor is more like.
But I think of him as intimidating. If I just think of like a skinnier dude in a suit,
yeah.
Like I get he's smart, but I feel like he's supposed to be like I don't know.
I get what you mean.
Something.
I mean, I'm sure he'll probably work out. I'm sure, but I mean that's cool. I didn't think we were gonna be getting Lex Luthor so soon. I don't think he's gonna be the main villain.
Yeah, I hope not.
I think they're gonna like introduce him, kind of show him off here and there, but I don't think he's gonna be the main villain.
Yeah,
I think they're saving that.
I don't have the other castings. That's all I have.
I think
I saw them on my page, like literally.
There was one other girl casted.
Yeah.
As a character that I've never heard of. I'm not gonna lie. So.
Yeah, I agree.
I read the character and I was like, wait, is that the actress's name or is that the character? And I was like, oh, that's the character. I don't know who that is. It was just like a random name, like Seacrest or Seacraft.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't remember.
I can't find it. I'm sorry.
I'm guessing based
I want to give her like her due. Like I want to be a good reporter. I'm
guessing that they're just a fellow Daily Planet worker. That's my best guess.
Let's see.
That's a completely like that's just a guess. I don't know anything on that.
Damn, yeah, I can't find it, dude.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
I mean, people just aren't reporting on her. No. But we got more castings. They're slowly coming out. I think we got like at least 2 or 3 significant ones.
What's crazy? I saw people memeing Nicholas Hoult because he auditioned for the role
I found it.
Oh, you got it.
I'm sorry. Her name is Sarah Sampaio, and she's gonna be Eve Teschmacher. Teschmacher?
Who is Teschmacher?
I don't know.
All right, hang on. Let me look it up.
Can't wait for you guys to see him in action for the summer of 25. That's crazy. The summer of 25, bro.
Let's see. Eve Teschmacher.
Tesch.
It says it's the name of multiple characters appearing in DC Comics. Okay. They were in the Arrowverse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What is this character?
Maybe we're just going too much into it. Maybe she's just like a guy in the chair.
I really don't think.
I'm sorry, a woman in the chair.
I don't think Eve Teschmacher is that crazy. Let me look.
I don't think we can move on. We don't got to focus too much on this, but that was just a little bit of casting news.
Lex Luthor's assistant.
Okay, so she's probably going to be a baddie.
In more ways than one.
What do you mean by that?
But hang on. Nicholas Hoult, I saw people because he auditioned to play the Batman and he lost to Robert Pattinson.
Damn.
He also auditioned for the role of Superman and he lost to David Cronin Sweat or whatever his name is.
Cronin Sweat?
What's his name, bro? Cronin what?
Cronin.
You don't even know, bro. Yeah, that's
I don't know. I do know it's David something though.
Yeah, but he auditioned for Superman and he lost out to that too. So people were just saying like, damn, like they put the clip from The Dark Knight and it's like you live long enough to see yourself become the villain because he's Lex Luthor now.
He's like, fine, I'll do the.
He's like, fine,
I'll be the villain.
I'll be the villain then.
I mean, I'm excited to see it. I like how the cast is slowly coming out. It's giving me an idea of what this movie is actually going to look like.
Bro, I'm excited.
Because before I heard Superman Legacy, I was just imagining like, Metropolis, Daily Bugle or Daily Planet.
Damn.
But to like get these castings, it gives you more of like a visual of like, oh damn, this movie's actually happening.
I agree.
More movie news. Jackie Chan and
Ooh, yes.
And who else?
Bro, no way you don't know his name. Ralph Macchio.
God,
bro.
I'm sorry, I didn't have it. It's right in front of me.
The original Karate Kid.
Yeah, the original Karate Kid. They're teaming up for a new Karate Kid movie, bro. I knew it was gonna happen.
So that means that that makes the Jaden Smith Karate Kid universe canon. Because he's playing the same guy, right?
Oh, dude, I don't want him to pull up at the end.
Oh yeah, get him out.
Can we talk about the economic and political state?
He pulls up and says that.
They karate kick him.
No way he's in the movie. There's no way.
Yeah.
But that means that those take place in the same universe.
Yeah. I mean, that Cobra Kai series has been going on for a while.
It's been popping.
Yeah. It's on like season 6, I think. Maybe the last season. But
it started off as like one of the... Remember back when
it was like a YouTube original.
When YouTube was making TV shows?
Yeah.
That's like the only one that hit.
Yeah, for real.
They didn't have anything else.
Actually... Yeah,
they were gonna do. They
sold it to Netflix though. I think after 2 or 3 seasons.
I think after 2 seasons it went to Netflix, and
I bet they regret that shit.
I think those are the only seasons I've seen. The ones when it was on YouTube. I haven't seen any of the new seasons.
I'm on season 3, but I stopped.
You're definitely ahead of me.
But
I mean,
it is good.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's just like at this point I'm like, holy shit, I stopped. It feels like just for a year, and I'm behind 3 seasons.
Yeah, it's crazy, but. It's set to release on December 2024.
So like next, okay.
Yeah, but I saw an ad for this, and it was literally Ralph and Jackie, and they were announcing the movie.
Yeah,
and they were like, "We're looking to cast our new Karate Kid."
Oh yeah, that which interests me because.
So like what? Like
so what's happening to the dude from Cobra Kai? Is he not, or like the people in Cobra Kai? Then are they going to be in it then?
I don't know. I feel like the show is going to end. Cobra Kai is probably ending this year. Because they said the 6th season's the last one, like one more season. Okay. They said one more season 5, but now it's one more season. This better be it. But I'm guessing Ralph Macchio's character is just like traveling, and he meets up with Jackie Chan, and they're just like, "Oh shit!" Like,
I mean,
I'm the Karate Kid. You train the Karate Kid, and then maybe they just find like another kid. Like I don't know.
They find another.
Well, because Zolo Mariduena, he's gonna be like in DC, so like he's not gonna pull up in the movie probably. Jaden Smith probably not gonna pull up. Nobody want him. Not. Yeah, I hope not.
But like, what about like what's the guy's name? The
William Zabka.
Yeah, what about him?
Dude, he should pull up.
Zabka should.
I would love a movie of all 3 of them, literally just going to Japan, like doing some hangover type shit.
Dude,
like,
Zabka.
Like fuck the Karate Kid, bro. I want to see the Karate. I want to see the Karate Men.
I'm not caught up on the show, so I don't know like what's going on with those characters.
Yeah,
I assume this is all canon. Right? I mean...
Well, I know at a certain point, like, there's different dojos, and they're all fighting off against each other. Yeah. But then Ralph and William Zabka, they joined dojos.
Yeah, I saw that. I think that was, like, a trailer for, like, the season I stopped at.
Yeah.
But they brought back that other dude, like, from Cobra Kai back in the original...
He's even older.
Yeah, and he's back, and he's, like, still breaking kids' wrists.
Dude. I mean, yeah, I don't know what it's gonna be about. It looks like they're still trying to cast. So,
well, you said they're cast. They said to send in your like Nick. You could audition, bro. Send in your audition.
You're too foreign.
Nick, just go in there.
Too Middle East.
I mean, the first Karate Kid was white, bro. Anyone can be the Karate Kid. They even had a Karate Kid that was a girl. There's one.
The third one, yeah, with Miyagi.
Yeah, Miyagi was. I think it's the 3rd or 4th one. Never seen it.
Yeah.
But hey, anyone can be it. Dude, they should have like the Karate Kid and it's like a grandma or something.
The Karate Grandma. Yeah, if you're listening and you want to be the Karate Kid or you want to act, honestly, send in a video. I feel like, what do you got to lose?
Yeah, honestly.
Like they're just gonna look at it.
They're gonna get millions of views. Who do you think is getting paid to watch those?
See, I don't know.
They must have a filter system. Like, there must be some people that don't get paid much that go through and they're like, okay, this one is dog shit. And they just, just immediately send
like the first second, it's like
the camera.
This is my audition for the. All right, no.
I meant like the camera quality is really bad. Like, you can't even see it.
They're like, you're too big.
They don't even say.
You're done.
They don't even say their name, or like it's like a 5-year-old or something. It's like, all right, like they just.
You're ugly.
You know, there's probably that. And they just probably scroll through.
I mean, that's how casting directors probably are. Like, they're very brutal.
Yeah, and then the next group of people probably kind of watch them more, and they're like, okay, this kid's not that good. But like, because there's no way it's the actual casting directors are watching all the millions of videos they're about to get.
No, they probably have assistants.
I agree. Anyway, what other news we got?
Yeah, other news. This is a little one. I don't know. I just like throwing in a fun piece of news. So, Mountain Dew, they're going to be bringing back a certain flavor of Game Fuel, and this is way back from 2007.
I forgot
when Halo 3 and Diablo came out, like the first ones, like Halo 3, like goated game. But the flavors are citrus cherry, that debuted when Halo 3 came out, and then Mystic Punch, which came out when Diablo 4 came out. Yeah.
Did they stop making Game Fuel?
I think they kept making it, but it was different. Because I remember like a couple years ago, I'd go to Walmart and they were like in cans. And I would get one because I'm like, gotta get the Mountain Dew.
I remember I don't like soda.
Yeah.
So but I did try. I don't know if I tried this, but I do recall that Cody was at my house, our friend Cody, and he's like, bro, like if you gonna try soda, you gotta try Mountain. You gotta try the Dew.
The Dew.
And I tried it, and that shit had me burping like crazy, bro. Like, oh my god.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really like drinking soda either, but I feel like when I game, I just like to drink a sugary soda. Like maybe it's the novelty. Just hits different. But hey, honestly, we could make this part of a first time foodie, bro. We can
the Game Fuel.
We could go out and find the Game Fuel. We can get Cody on it.
We can like
he could wear. Oh no, he has a Monster shirt. We can get him a Mountain Dew shirt.
We can go on eBay and we can find like an original Game Fuel.
Oh god,
one that someone's kept unopened, and we can order it. Then we can compare it to the new one.
Just be like, this one's.
See if they kept it the same, bro.
Jeez. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's it. Damn.
Wait, no.
Well, we could talk about like let's see. There was something.
There's actually one more piece of news. It's kind of crazy. So,
okay.
Scream 7's coming out next year.
I thought 7 already came out.
No, that was 6.
Really?
Do you remember? Because it was Scream 5 with the V. Then it was 6.
You're right. Okay. Damn. There's so many. I'm just assuming they're already out.
The lead of the franchise, Melissa Barrera, she got dropped from Scream 7 due to some controversial comments.
Oh shit! What'd she say?
I think it was something about Palestine with everything going on. Yeah, it was comments in support of Palestine, probably like Free Palestine, stuff like that. But a lot of people, like reporters and sources, they reached out to Paramount about the news to like comment on it, and they have not denied it. So the main lead, pretty much the final girl of the whole Scream franchise, this whole reboot, the trilogy, I'm pretty much like saying like she's not going to be in Scream 7. And I don't know how Scream 6 ended. I know they brought back Jenny, even though she died in like the first couple of seconds of the other movie. But I mean, I don't know. What are they gonna do?
She good. They just gotta make whatever. I haven't seen these ones, so I don't know these characters' names. I know. But
I've seen the first 3 Screams. I really enjoyed them all.
I've only seen the original. That's the only one I've seen.
Damn.
But I know Jenna Ortega pulls up in the most recent 2.
You gotta watch to get to Jenny.
They just need to make her be the main character. That will solve it because people love Jenna Ortega.
Yeah. Get
the main lead out. Shift Jenna in. You're gonna
maybe do like a time jump.
You'll make money. Wait, is she dead?
Jenny?
Yeah.
I don't know because I remember the trailer that dropped for 6.
Wait, so they casted Jenna and they named her character Jenny?
No. I'm just calling her Jenny.
Oh, okay. It's like
you're like what? No, yeah, Jenna. Honestly, if they just shift her to make her the main character, that's a good save. But
I thought she was.
That's kind of wild. Excuse me. That you just kind of like give your comment online, and the studio's like, "Nah, we got to drop you." Like, that's kind of. It's like not even like approaching them and being like, "Yo, you got to chill online." Like,
that's true. I've heard a lot of people say that they didn't even like. They've been dropped without even being contacted.
Yeah. Well, remember that girl who played Ant-Man's daughter? Oh yeah. She was like excited to play her in the 3rd one, and then like she didn't know until like Marvel announced like Ant-Man 3 casting. She's like, "What? Like, what the fuck?"
Yeah, that's how it be.
What the fuck happened?
Hang on, Nick. I got some more news. Have you seen the Madam Web trailer?
Yes.
You want to talk about that? Your thoughts on it real quick?
The action looks very I don't know, bro. Hold on.
What are your thoughts on this like 2.5 minute trailer?
So it looks cool that there's like different Spider Women. The action looks a little like a YouTube original, bro. I'm gonna say it. I don't know. It looks very jarring, and some of the editing too. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm just paying attention like way too much to that. But
it's Sony, bro. They made Morbius.
Oh, dude.
It's the same people.
There's gonna be the half sex song.
Oh my God.
Dude, I want there to be like a cameo of that dude from Morbius. Like I want them to be walking by a building and it just like pans to a window and he's just like.
Dude, I think they're literally. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a post credit in this one and they're just like, oh, I think this has something to do with Spider-Man, and that's like Morbius and.
I think it has something to do with Madam Web.
Okay, so let me tell you what I honestly think. The first like 20 seconds of this trailer are actually good. Like I actually like it. If we watch it, the first 20 are like where Madam Web walks into like a diner, and then they're kind of like, oh, like what's going on or whatever. And then the dude pops up, and there's a quick action scene, and then she gets stabbed. But then the time resets, and then she says like, oh, let's try this again. Then she walks back in, and then it starts. That actually had me hooked. Imagine if that was all we saw.
Yeah,
that's a good trailer. I'm like, oh shit, okay. Like
sometimes they should have just made it shorter.
That's interesting. They showed the whole. I can tell you the whole movie right now. I can tell the whole plot from this trailer. Do you feel like you know the entire movie based on that trailer?
Yeah,
I honestly think I do.
So is Dakota Johnson playing?
She's
Aunt
playing
May?
Madam Web. No, she's playing Madam Web.
Because wasn't Madam Web Aunt May?
No.
Who is Madam Web?
Madam Web is just like a random girl who is connected to like the web that can see all Spider-Men across the multiverse. She's kind of like a being that exists outside of time, and she just like overwatches the web.
She like Miguel?
She knows Miguel. She's above Miguel. She's watching everybody.
I'm looking at some of the cast here. Adam Scott, he's going to be playing Ben Parker.
Yeah, he's playing Uncle Ben. This is what I think. I think the plot is that Madam Web they're trying to save. I think Ben Parker is going to die, and they're trying to stop him from dying because if he dies, then he can't raise Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And Peter Parker can't become a good Spider-Man. And I think that's going to be the plot, which is, I mean, I don't know who asked for this.
So they're trying to, I don't know. So they're trying to make a canon event.
I don't know.
Not happen.
They're trying to, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Well, if you think about it, it's kind of funny because they're saving Uncle Ben from dying, but because they need him to die later.
Yeah. It's like, don't die yet. You got to die at a certain, very specific point. So that's what I think it's about. I agree with you. I think this movie, especially once it gets into the trailer, does not look good. It looks like, to me, it looked like a CW show. Yeah.
Like I saw people edit the CW logo in the bottom, and some people were like, "What show is this?"
Like Heroes of Tomorrow or some shit.
It just looks like it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the lighting. Maybe it's the composition of it. Like it's just not. I don't know. Something's lacking. It just doesn't look good. There's some jokes in it too, and like the jokes just don't land.
Yeah.
There's a scene where one of them throws like a stuffed animal at Madam Web, and it's like, "Oh, you didn't see that coming," and then one of them is like, "Haha," like literally they laugh like that. It's I don't know, bro. I will not actually. Sydney Sweeney's in this, so I might be seated.
I will be seated. We will be there. I mean,
be sitting there with
popcorn
my
in hand,
milk carton in hand.
What? I mean, I feel like we should review it because it's fun to review bad movies.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it.
Honestly, I'm like a 50-50. Honestly, I thought the Marvels was gonna be shit. We have yet to review that. I think
we got to do it with Mike.
Yeah, we're gonna review it with our friend Mike. We're gonna set that up.
We'll figure out how to do that.
He's probably listening, but like, I don't know. Like, I ended up like thinking the Marvels was okay.
I don't think it's bad. Like, I don't know where. There's some people online that are absolutely dogging on it.
Yeah.
And then I'm seeing people like, bro, what are people talking about? Like,
I feel like it was maybe just as fine as like Shang-Chi.
It's
like, I don't know.
better than the first Captain Marvel, in my opinion. I think I had way more fun with it. I would rewatch this before rewatching Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I did like Captain Marvel more because like she was walking around with Fury more.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think besides that.
But I feel like it takes like 40 minutes, maybe almost an hour until it's her and Fury. Like there's a lot of setup, and that part is so.
It's like
boring.
all of her own like
so boring.
Hala and shit.
Yeah, all that I don't care. It makes it honest. It's not Brie Larson because she's a good actress, but like it makes her look like very boring and uncharismatic because she's just so. She has nothing to do. Like
she's like, I am a Kree.
Yeah, like she doesn't have anyone to bounce off of. She doesn't have anyone to show emotion with. In this one, she does. That's why I like her better in this one.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway,
we'll talk about that more on the Mike episode.
On the mic. Based out of Bama.
Hang on. There's one more thing.
Oh, my God. Okay, what's the last piece of news?
There's two things, actually.
Oh, my gosh.
Did you hear about the potential Fantastic Four casting?
With Pedro Pascal?
Yeah.
Yes.
What you think?
I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like he's he's reaching that like Margot Robbie level of like fame, bro. I mean, if the movie doesn't come out in 25, he doesn't star in The Mandalorian anymore. I don't know if he'll still be doing The Last of Us. I don't know how many seasons they
if
plan
they
to make
do,
that. They said 3 or 4 seasons.
Jesus.
I remember we talked about it. The writer saying like, let's go for a minute.
We can stretch this out. We can.
I don't know. It depends on who they cast for everyone else, because it'd be kind of jarring if it's like Emily Blunt, Zac Efron, Pedro Pascal, fucking Dean Norris. Like, I don't know, just throwing a random cast together. Like, they're all people that I've seen in their own perspective works, and for them to just have the chemistry of the Fantastic Four like that for one movie, I feel like is asking a lot. It'd be better to just cast a couple of like, like David, or what's his name, Cronin Sweat.
I think it's
Corn
Sweat.
Corn Sweat.
Yeah.
Like cast some people that are on the come up, that still
I
have
like
like
that.
some longevity in their career left, and just have them be the new Fantastic Four, something fresh, not something that is like, oh, it's the Mandalorian and Oppenheimer's wife. Like,
yeah, I agree. I doubt Emily Blunt gets casted.
there's pros and cons to it.
Like, okay, so this is my opinion on it. I don't even know if this is true. I've heard a lot of people say that it's pretty much confirmed, but to me, it's not confirmed until Marvel Studios said so.
Yeah,
because there's been so many people that have been attached to this.
This is why Kevin has to go on Twitter and be like, nah,
I know he needs to do.
You
what
wrong
James
as
Gunn
fuck
be
for
doing.
that.
I wish he did.
You enjoy spreading misinformation.
Well, because Adam Driver was attached at one point.
Yeah,
but apparently he was too expensive for Marvel Studios. I heard Margot Robbie was attached as well at one point. I would have actually.
Damn, dude, that would have been so good.
I think she would be a really good Sue Storm, but I heard she was too expensive.
No,
she got that Barbie money.
How is she too expensive for Marvel, bro? For Disney.
Yep,
they're a $1 trillion company.
Yeah, they're cheap, bro. I don't know.
She said, but the minimum is 500 mil.
500, but they're like, that's the budget. That's the whole budget.
That's the whole budget, Margo.
But yeah, I don't know who. We only have heard Pedro as a pretty much confirmed. If he gets cast, I don't care. I know he's a good actor. I know he's done good in other things. I do agree with you that I don't think he's. I agree he's reached that fame level that where he's like more well known now. I don't really care about that. I care more about like his age.
Yeah, he's 47, 48.
I think he's in his 50s. I swear he's in his 50s.
No.
Hey, let's look it up. Right, roll the tape.
It's 48.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even then, when the movie comes out,
well, but
he's going to be 50.
Yeah, he'll be 50. And then these movies aren't just a one and done. They're going to lock his ass in for 10 years.
All right, so Pedro, we're going to need you to show up in at least 3 TV shows.
That's what I'm saying.
2 movies, 1 spinoff, and then 5 Avengers.
So that's what I'm saying.
Like, huh?
So because of that, he's going to be like coming up on 60 by the time. Like,
well, Keanu Reeves is almost 60, bro.
Yeah, I know, but like, I don't know, bro. Like,
it's different.
I really wanted like a Fantastic Four where they were like maybe in their 30s.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. I can see them like as the beginning of their team, and then maybe see them have a kid, Reed Richards and Sue Storm, introduce their kids, because their kids are actually really interesting characters. But like now, it seems like the way they're going, like they might already have kids, bro. Like Pedro's already fucking 50, pretty much. Like,
damn.
I don't know. The age is the only thing, but then again, you can give them some makeup, make them look a little bit younger. You can say that they're actually this old. I don't know. It's whatever to me. As long as the movie's good, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I agree. Like casting aside, I just want a really good movie.
I wanted that Margot in it, bro.
I just looked up images of of the fan art, bro.
Dude, if they had Margot in this movie, I promise you.
Dude, look at this fan art.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you would have people in seats for that alone. Like, oh my god.
She has a crazy fan base.
Dude,
she's like the Taylor Swift of movies, bro.
I mean, all those Barbie girls are dropping in to see this. You'd have the Barbie Margot fandom dropping in.
Barbie Margot.
There's one more thing before we get into Ahsoka. So this is, I heard this from. There's only one source claiming this. Okay, so this is somebody who claims this is a rumor / leak. Okay, it's about the Kang situation with Jonathan Majors.
Oh, is it? Are they shifting away from him?
Well, that's what people have been talking about. But there's like a I don't know if you call it a leak. Somebody who worked on a film with him has came out and said something, but they're keeping their identity anonymous because they'd probably lose their job if they found out it was them. But we ain't saying no names. I'm just saying that I saw this thing. Apparently, the person provided that their IMDb to prove that they worked on. I think it was. I won't even say what movie to keep this dude safe.
Yeah.
But anyway, so someone worked there and became close friends with friends of Jonathan Majors, and they said that it was while working on this movie. It's not a Marvel Studios movie. It was a separate movie. They said that was when Jonathan Majors signed the deal with Marvel Studios for the Kang, future of the Kang movies. And they said that they were talking about it with people like they're friends with or whatever. And they said that they knew like the amount of years, the amount of movies, shows, however, like shows, whatever. But they said that one thing included in this contract was that Jonathan Majors, his likeness is the only way Kang appears, like ever. So that's why because people were saying like, why don't they just recast Kang? Like his whole thing is multiverse. Like you can just get another guy that just looks like him different because there's multiverses. It'd be an easy recast.
Yeah.
But they're saying that the reason why is because apparently in the contract he signed, he included that he can be the only likeness of Kang. So he's the only, like the way Jonathan Majors looked, that's the only way Kang
he locked it down.
He pretty much did. That's why they can't, if they wanted to recast, they can't. But it's interesting. If that's true, you would think that the contract would be void if they fire him.
Yeah.
Like if they did go through with that. But they haven't yet. So I think they're waiting on the court case to see what the hearing is.
I thought he beat the case, bro.
I thought so too, but apparently there's still more stuff to be told. I don't know. But we'll see.
Court proceedings take a while.
I guess so. But yeah, that's what's currently going on. But I also heard what you said, how their backup plan is apparently like they'll shift to Doctor Doom if it
was me the whole time.
Yeah, if Jonathan Majors is convicted or whatever.
Don't worry about that Kang shit.
What they could easily do is they could just have like use like an old recording of like for like an outtake of Majors as Kang, and then like Doctor Doom just fucking like one taps him, and then he's just there. He just killed all of them or something.
Just fucking killed them.
Something like that. I don't know. Anyway, that's all the news.
Okay. That was a lot of news.
Yeah, I agree.
Makes me feel dumb for including that Mountain Dew shit. I thought that was the end of the news.
Game fuel.
Game fuel. Some people might be hype about that. That one listener.
You forgot about Pedro Pascal. You're like, oh, actually, I got one more thing. Game fuel.
Another thing. I didn't know if we talked about that, but all right. Ahsoka. Let's talk about Ahsoka. We're going to go full spoilers in this.
Yeah, we should.
I'm going to reference Rebels, I guess. You said you watched a recap, so
I did.
I mean, what happens in Rebels?
That's a lot, actually.
Just give me the gist. You don't even got to go through.
The only thing you need to know, really, is that it ends with Ezra going aboard that Kang's, like, Star Destroyer ship, and he manages to, like, use these 4 space whales that he met to, like, entangle Kang with their tentacles or whatever. Yeah, Thrawn, not Kang.
Kang's in this?
Yeah.
No.
Thrawn, and then they hyper jump out of the main Star Wars galaxy.
And they're lost.
Yeah, and no one knows how to get to them because it's not like a ship. You can't follow it. It was whales. So they're like, where the hell do these dudes go?
Yeah, because those like space whales can jump
multiple galaxies.
Yeah, they can just be like...
Yeah, like they're far. They're really far. So that's how Rebels ended, and this kind of continues that along with the way Ahsoka's story ended in Mandalorian.
Yeah, she pulled up for an episode.
She pulled up, and we kind of got hints that she was talking to that one lady who she returns in this show. I don't remember her character's name.
Sabine Wren?
Not Sabine.
Sandula?
The old lady.
Is it the one that's always like...
The one that ends up being a Night Sister.
Morgan...
Yeah, that sounds
Elsbeth.
right. That sounds right.
Morgan Elsbeth.
Yeah. She was in one Mandalorian episode, and Ahsoka was like, oh, like, I know you have the coordinates to Thrawn. Like, where are they? And then that's why at the beginning of this, she gets them from that one location.
Okay.
So they're basically trying to get these coordinates from each other. Ahsoka honestly should have just destroyed it. I think she wanted to, but Sabine didn't want her to in the show because that's the only way to find Ezra as well.
Yeah.
So conflict of interest. But
I understand that.
There you go. That's basically the setup for the show. I feel like the show does a good job informing you of all that, though, even if you haven't seen Rebels.
Yeah, I mean, we also get some callbacks to I mean, there's a literal mural, I think, in episode 1 or 2.
Oh yeah,
of the Rebels characters.
it actually looks really cool because it looks like the art style from the show.
Yeah, it literally looks like the animation,
That's
and I'm like,
cool.
okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We also get a couple flashbacks of Ahsoka because, of course, she was Anakin's apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
I think she started at the age of like 14 or something.
Yeah, she was young.
And yeah, we get some flashbacks to the Clone Wars. Hayden Christensen comes back for a couple scenes, and I think he's great.
Yeah, that was like honestly, like for a lot of people, that was probably the highlight of the show.
Yeah, for me, just because I grew up with like the whole prequel trilogy.
Oh yeah, I remember watching those. I'd go to Blockbuster and I would like rent them, and be like, "Oh, let's watch them.
Let's watch this shit,
Dude,
boy."
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah, he's really good in this. He shows up in a couple. I think there's one where they're on the battlefield. There's
like a whole episode really dedicated to
Yeah,
it.
there's one I think where they fight each other actually. Because remember, she goes through this whole trippy sequence and she ends up like fighting Anakin.
And what's cool is she goes. They have young Ahsoka played by Adriana something.
Yeah,
She was the girl in Barbie,
mm-hmm.
and she was also in Infinity War, young Gamora. This girl's in everything, bro.
She's young.
How are you like 13, 14 and you're in Infinity War, then you're in Barbie, then you're in Ahsoka? Like my brother, like who's her
Star
agent?
Wars, all those franchises are billion.
Dude, who is her agent, bro?
The Billy Club.
Like this chick is getting locked in.
That's pretty crazy.
But yeah, that's really cool. I really like, and I think she's good in it. I really like how she looks as young Ahsoka. It looks like, in my opinion, very close to like the show, like bringing it in live action. Anakin's also a Force ghost at the very end.
Oh yeah, I like how they made that. I knew that was gonna happen.
I knew. I knew they were gonna do that. I mean, they did it in Obi-Wan with Liam Neeson.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, what are your thoughts on the show overall, characters, likes, dislikes? This all should be more fresh in your head than mine.
Okay,
because I finished this like 2-3 months ago, my boy.
Let's talk about what I liked. I liked the characters. I feel like I could understand them off of the first couple episodes. I really liked Sabine's arc, honestly.
I do too.
I like how at first she wanted to be Ahsoka's apprentice. We see that she's not ready. And then she cuts her hair and she's like, you know what, let's go find him. I'm going to go with you to find Ezra. And I also like how she's a Mandalorian, but she ends up being able to tap into her Force powers. Mm-hmm. And I think in the finale, she's using a lightsaber and her gun. And they're getting shot down by these troopers, but she has the Beskar armor. So it's kind of OP.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's literally, it's like Mando with the saber, but less experience. Well, actually more because she's Force
sensitive. I think she's more locked in than Mando.
Yeah.
Mando didn't really know what he was doing with the saber.
Bro was bro, he got captured by that thing.
It couldn't be me, bro.
One eye thing. But yeah, Sabine's arc is really great in this. I also love Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka. I think that she nails an older, kind of more matured apprentice. I really like her body language, particularly just always having her arms crossed and just the way she carries herself. I think she did that very well. On the other side, I think that Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati, all the Sith and Thrawn that are in this are great. I like the makeup for Thrawn. I don't know if they just changed his face color after or something. They just had those little VFX dots, but
I don't know. It looks good though.
Yeah, he looks good.
I think he's really good as Thrawn, actually.
Yeah. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, she's in this. She's General Syndulla. I was actually very surprised to see her in this. I was like, oh shit!
Yeah, that was cool. I didn't expect to see her in a Star Wars thing. With
I wonder
a welcome surprise.
I wonder if they got the voice cast of Rebels and just casted people that were from Rebels, or it's just an all new cast. Because even Ezra, he's in this, but he's it's in his 30s, bro.
I don't
he's
think
grown up. It's been at least 10 or 15 years.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same voice cast. Some voice actors, they're strictly voice actors mostly.
Yeah.
So I think it's all new actors for the voice cast.
That is true.
Yeah.
I think you're right about that.
What was I gonna say?
Dude, Freddie Prinze Jr.
What is he? He's in this?
No. He was in Rebels.
Oh really? Oh, who was he?
He played Freddy in Scooby Doo.
No, I know that. Who did he play in Rebels?
Oh, Kanan Jarrus.
I don't know who that is.
And so is Steve Blum. That's
the
crazy.
one thing I've heard that Rebels fans complained about is apparently in Rebels there's a character that's a purple alien I don't remember his name, but he appeared in Mando. Remember the random like purple alien that showed up at the bar for like one second? He was just like, "Oh, what's up, bro?
What's up?"
You know what I'm talking about? The purple alien.
This dude.
Yeah, Zeb.
Yeah.
Apparently he's part of Rebels, and he wasn't in this, so people were like, "Oh, like we got everybody except him. Like where he at?" So some people were kind of disappointed about that, but
Man,
I mean, we don't need no purple alien.
you should be thankful you're getting an Ahsoka show.
I think it was probably because he was an all CGI character that can get expensive.
Yeah.
You know?
He's like Beast.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, okay, so what's his name? Ray Stevenson is that actor's name, right? That played Balon.
Yeah, Ray Stevenson. Balon Scroll.
Yeah, and Ray Stevenson passed away before this came out.
Yeah, he passed away, I believe, in May.
Yeah.
He was only like 59 or 60.
I hate to see it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but
It is.
you know, rest in peace to him. It sucks when they create something for like film or TV and they don't end up getting to see the product. But,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think being able to even just be a part of it and being able to live through like the final act of work is kind of something on its own, you know.
Yeah, and he also like this obviously isn't as important as him like actually passing away. Like that sucks, but his character I feel like has a very interesting story.
Yeah,
and I don't know if they're gonna be able to complete it. It kind of ends on a cliffhanger with him.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh, what are they gonna do with that? I guess they can't do anything.
Yeah.
They probably had plans to, but I mean, unless they recast, I would hate to see them do a digital face creation. I just recast him.
I know we shouldn't be so afraid to recast, honestly, like whether it's because of controversy or like unexpected circumstances. Like,
yeah.
If you really think that character is worth exploring, like, yeah, just recast him.
I mean,
they recasted Rachel in The Dark Knight, remember?
They did.
Like, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, you could do it. Wasn't it? It was Katie Holmes at first.
Yeah, and now it's
She was like, I'm good.
I kind of liked her as.
I don't mind her.
Yeah, Maggie
Gyllenhaal then comes in.
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal's sister.
For real?
Yeah, you didn't know that? You think they both just have the name Gyllenhaal?
I mean, it could be. Could be common.
Bro, they're siblings, my boy. Damn. Hey, that's your boy.
That's your boy.
What'd you think of Shin, Balon's apprentice?
I thought she was kind of cool. Like, it seemed like she was hungry to just like be evil, but then I don't know. She kind of got her ass beat.
Dude, I thought she was bad as hell.
She was very evil. No, she was evil as hell, bro.
Dude, I'm talking.
She could fix me.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
What's that meme with Spider-Man? It's like I tried to fix her.
Dude, oh my god! Anytime she pulled up, I was locked in. I was seated. I was like,
I like the hair.
I like the hair.
I'm trying to be so safe about this. I like the haircut. Her character was cool, like, but she was just his apprentice, right?
Yeah.
So if they were to do a season 2 of this, which I don't really think they would, because the show kind of ends perfectly. Like they've explained it's like a season 5 of Rebels. Like it wraps it all up.
So Shin is just like now on
she
that
just ran
planet.
off.
Well, she's on that planet and she's kind of in charge of the people that were living there.
Yeah.
Like she's their leader now, I guess.
Yeah.
Because and then Balon was like on a mountain and he saw in the distance like a mountain with a light or something. I wonder what that could have been.
I know. It sucks.
Probably never gonna know.
I feel like maybe the writers were even like writing a part or season 2 of this or something.
It seems like they had some like things they wanted to explore.
But I also feel like some Star Wars shows are just made like just to be made. Like, you know, like Andor, I think. It's a 1-season show. Probably doesn't need another one.
Well, Andor has another season coming.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, what about like Hawkeyes? What about Hawkeye?
That's so funny.
Like a 1-season show.
It's like Andor, it just needs 1 season. It's like,
I mean, I've never seen it, so I don't know what's going on.
I haven't seen it either.
I heard it's good though, and
I've heard it's the best. Star
Diego
Wars.
Luna from like Rogue One.
I heard season 2 is gonna end like right before his character first appears in Rogue One.
Okay, so 2 seasons.
So it's gonna like lead right into Rogue One.
See, like some of these shows just have like 1 or 2 seasons, and then like they don't really need to be picked off.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I guess they really can explore those 2 Sith characters. That they probably could do Shin.
They could do Shin. Yeah.
She could probably pull up in like some other show. I don't know. Maybe are they still doing that Bad Batch show?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I feel like I
haven't
heard
watched
shit about it.
It
might be out already.
Maybe.
Dude,
I think
it
it is
might be
actually.
out.
I think it is.
Bad Batch.
I bet you it's out.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Like
it's an animated series.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I thought it was live action. I don't know why.
Well, what was I gonna say?
Dude, there's 2 seasons of this shit.
Jesus, I don't even hear when this drops. What I liked, what I'll say real quick, at the ending, there's a couple things I thought were cool. They had the zombie stormtroopers.
Yeah, that was kind of
That was insane. I was like, what the hell? Like, I never thought we would get this in live action. Like, that was like an EU thing, the extended universe Star Wars stuff that Disney kind of retconned a lot of that.
Yeah.
And they were like all these wild
Fuck
things.
these undead stormtrooper shit.
But they added it in this, and I thought that was cool. I like the Night Sisters, how they're like an evil witch.
Yeah, it reminded me of like
thing.
those 3 sisters from fucking Hercules.
Yeah, I really like that.
They're like,
that was cool.
he is close. Like, I
what
like that
else?
whole witchcraft side kind of
Yeah,
Star
I do
Wars because
too.
it's like you think it's just the Force and lightsabers, but sometimes there's like even more crazier
Yeah,
powers at play.
I wanna see more of that, honestly.
Yeah,
Have you played any of the like
Fallen Order.
or Jedi Survivor?
I played the first Fallen Order.
Okay, yeah. I'm hoping that we see that character pull up at some point in live act. Like, why would they cast what's his name, the actor?
With red hair?
Yeah,
I know who it is.
Cameron Monaghan.
Yeah. Yes.
Why would they cast him to be in this video game and like use his likeness and everything, and then not use him in some sort of project where it crosses over? Like, that must be an end goal.
What is his name, bro?
Cameron Monaghan, bro.
No.
Oh.
Cal Kestis.
I almost said Kai Cenat. I was like, I know that's not it, bro.
Kai Cenat, bro. Honestly, it'd be kind of cool to get like a Fallen Order video game. Maybe throwing Shin Hati in there. Maybe he killed her master off screen.
They could do that, actually. And then it's him and her fighting, like Shin and Cal in live action.
And then maybe they have to team up to take down a bigger evil. Because, you know,
Yeah.
I love a movie when 2 people that don't.
They have to.
They have to work together.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
we're cooking in here. we gotta get Dave Filoni on the phone.
Bro, I agree.
I got an idea for a Fallen Order.
One thing I liked about this is I like how the good guys of the show, the protagonists, they don't really win. They win like partly,
Yeah.
but they don't win completely.
But Thrawn's still kind of
Thrawn
gets what he
comes back.
wants.
Yeah, Thrawn makes
He's
it
able to
back.
get out of the universe.
Yeah, so he's back in the main. So there's gonna be something. They're not gonna leave this off.
Yeah, something's got to happen. There has to be a season 2.
There's probably gonna be some big show that has like Mando, Bo-Katan, Ahsoka, Sabine, all these people, Ezra,
Yeah.
all together. There must be. Wait, so Ezra's the only one that got back, right?
Yeah.
He got back, but Ahsoka and Sabine are still in the wrong galaxy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Ezra was able to get home.
So they're gonna have to figure that out.
How did you feel about them doing that forced double jump? Remember they have to get on the ship before it's leaving?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna jump and you push me.
It's a little like,
I could see it happening because like Jedi do some wild shit.
dude, the Jedi have, I mean, we've seen Obi-Wan and Anakin jump out of like a 5,000 foot like building, just free fall and then land on something. Like, it seems like they can do anything.
Yeah.
You know, so like, I don't really care that crazy shit is happening because we've seen even more crazy shit happen in the Star Wars universe. I do kind of feel like when Sabine first uses the Force, it's like 5 minutes before the double jump. I would have preferred to see it maybe
A couple episodes before.
maybe one episode max before, like or at least see her like kind of move something, like
Yeah.
like it looks like she's kind of there, and then when she needs it to work, it finally works. I'd be fine with that. I feel like with this, they didn't have the like it kind of moves, or that might have been the Force, but we're not sure. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't have any of that. It immediately worked when she needed it, which is still fine. Like, it's not like a big gripe of mine, but I think to do that and then 5 minutes later she's like pushing a full grown man like 50 feet in the air, I was like, damn. But then I was like, I mean, we've seen like Luke Skywalker like immediately be good at the Force. We've seen Rey immediately good at the Force, so I don't care if Sabine's good at the Force finally. Yeah. It's whatever. It's just a movie or a TV show. Yeah.
The opening of the show also has a text scroll. It shows us it catches us up. It's like General Thrawn is trying to get back to the main U.
I agree. I really like that, actually.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Because I was gonna talk about what I didn't like, but it gave that context. I was thinking more because like there's 4 seasons of Rebels. Maybe they should have done like you know how Black Panther opens and it's like Yazuko, like it's a voiceover. Maybe they could have done that. I
remember the first Star Wars movie that didn't have an opening scroll or crawl or whatever was Rogue One. It kind of starts and then like it immediately just like, and then like you're just like there. I really like how they did that. But I appreciate it in this show because I think it needed it for the people that haven't seen Rebels.
You can't just open up the show and it's like Ahsoka trying to get a star map.
Like there's people that haven't seen all the seasons of Mandalorian, so they didn't see Ahsoka in that. They haven't seen Rebels, you know.
Yeah.
They have to accommodate for like the widest area of general audience.
Yeah. How did you feel about Hugh Yang, the Jedi training robot?
Oh, I liked wasn't it voiced by what's his name? One of the Doctor Who guys. Was it David Tennant?
Yeah.
I thought it was him, yeah. I actually thought he was pretty funny.
Yeah, I know. Out of all the droids in Star Wars, they always have their little like their intricacies that make them like kind of have personality. I liked him.
I liked this one as well. I thought it worked well. What else about the show? I feel like I've said most.
Oh well,
unless you got more.
I know we talked about that whole dream sequence. I remember that happens when Sabine and Ahsoka are fighting Shin, and she gets thrown off the rocks.
Yeah,
you remember she's in the water.
Ahsoka dies or something, but
she just went underwater.
She went to
like some force plane.
So that force plane appeared in Rebels.
Yeah,
and Ezra went there. It's actually really interesting. Actually, the Ezra thing is really cool. So this is something that I think is kind of. I don't think they explained it at all in Ahsoka, so I don't think you would really know this unless you've seen Rebels or watched the recap like me.
Yeah,
but there's a part where Ezra gets to this force plane, and it's kind of time travel-y, not really, but like potentially. So I believe it was the last season of, what's that show called? Clone Wars? I think in Clone Wars, the way, because people were always like, what happened to Ahsoka, like at the end of episode 3 or whatever, because we never saw her in live action.
Yeah.
The Clone Wars takes place in between episodes 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then so that show kind of showed what happened. And that, I think originally in that episode, I think Ahsoka was killed by Darth Vader. But Ezra goes through this thing in the future, and he sees Ahsoka, and he's actually, no, she doesn't die. I think she loses, or I don't know. She's about to die, and Ezra sees her about to die, and he reaches through this force thing and he pulls her out. And then that happens in Rebels, and then she is taken like forward in time or something. It's kind of confusing. I don't remember it entirely either because I watched this like 2 months ago. But I know Ezra pulled her through it, and then she was like, "What the hell?" And that's how she survived Darth Vader. So then later on, when she's in this plane, it's the same place she was before when Ezra saved her.
Yeah.
And then there you go.
Yeah, and then she fights Anakin.
There's a way better explanation on YouTube somewhere by.
That was pretty solid. I feel like I got sort of what you were saying. There's a really cool shot though when she's in the plane where there's like smoke and explosions, and Hayden Christensen's walking towards her. And it, like a quick second, it flashes, and like it's him in the Darth Vader shit.
I thought that was really cool.
That was a really cool shot.
There's also a really cool shot. I think it's like the beginning of that next episode after Ahsoka falls down there. It's like it looks like stars at first, and then or water or something, and it kind of like turns into that plane. Like it looks really cool. I feel like, man.
The action sequences I feel like were also very cool. I like when Morgan Elsbeth and Ahsoka face off.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fighting is really cool, and then she does a really cool move where like she grabs her sword and like just like stabs her with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how the witches were like able to tell like, she did. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Besides that, isn't that the only people that die, right?
I think so.
Morgan dies.
Yeah.
All those fucking clone people died. How'd you feel about those little people on the planet that Ezra was chilling with?
Like hermit crab people?
Like,
dude, I love weird ass Star Wars characters, bro. I love when they do that.
I love when I'm like, oh, nice, another species I've never seen. They're like Pokemon, dude. Like I can't stop looking at them. It's really cool. So yeah, honestly, I think that's all I have to say about the series. Honestly, I would give it probably like an 8 out of 10. Like I think it's pretty great. Even without the context of Rebels, like the writing is there. I can tell that Dave Filoni kind of focused more on this one. So
you agree this is
I think this is better than Mando 3.
I agree. I think it is as well.
Like arc wise, finale wise, I mean, yeah, I think it was just interesting to see Ahsoka again in her show because, like, when she popped up in Mando, I was like, dude, this is actually kind of crazy. I was like, seeing her in Clone Wars finally make, like, a live-action appearance, especially as, like, an older, more mature Ahsoka, and also Hayden Christensen popping up in the show was also just a really good treat.
I agree.
That's what makes me rate the show higher. I'm sorry, Grogu. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I gave this about a 4 out of 5 as well.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm just looking at my review on Letterboxd, what I said to it, because I finished this October 5th. So it actually hasn't been. It's been about 2 months actually. Yeah, a little bit over. Yeah, I pretty much said I like how it ends on a cliffhanger. The good guys didn't really win. They kind of had a win, but overall they lost. Excited to see where it goes. Real quick. I like to do this whenever there is the opportunity, but we were talking about Mike earlier. This dude didn't like the show as much as us. This dude's just like a hater, bro. Like, I don't know what he's doing.
Why don't you like it though?
He said, well, he didn't say, okay, let me just write what he said. He gave this a 3 out of 5. So he gave it a 6 out of 10. And he said he doesn't know how he feels about the series. He says the finale was a big letdown. He said there are so many. This dude has the opposite opinion. I like how it's a cliffhanger and there's like a couple loose ends that like I'm like, oh shit, what's gonna happen?
That's how a show should end if it wants to. If the show wanted to end it on season 1, it would have wrapped everything up.
I agree,
and but I think they thought
I like that.
They thought they were like season 2 is coming. We got more to
like
explore.
Thrawn is gonna be the big bad of this like Disney Plus Star Wars TV show universe, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that, dude.
Yeah. Honestly. So he said it was a big letdown. There are so many loose ends, didn't get tied up. He said he didn't watch Rebels, so it might not hit as hard for him as other people. He said it's an okay story of okay characters. He said Sabine is horrible. She irks me every time she's on screen.
Is it because she had colored hair?
He doesn't explain why. This is a great review when you don't explain your feelings. You just say it.
Mike is screaming at the phone.
He's like, yeah, I know.
He's like, let me defend myself.
Yeah,
no.
He said subpar action overall. He said there's some fantastic moments in the show, but as a whole, it doesn't stand out. The action in the show, the finale in particular, looks clunky in some parts. He says, I just can't explain it. Some episodes shine. The series fails to hold itself up, especially when compared to Andor. So that's the thing. I haven't seen Andor.
Yeah.
So I can't compare it to Andor. But that's his thoughts and feelings on the show. I wanted to read that because it contradicts us.
Yeah.
I like to do that when there's a different viewpoint.
You're like, oh, we both agree. Let me pull up Mike's review.
Yeah, exactly. If he didn't like it. Jeez. That's why I'm really excited. We got to figure out how to get him on the pod.
Yeah.
We'll figure out what to do, how we do it. If we do that,
we'll have him for the Marvels.
For the Marvels, because this dude hated the Marvels, bro. He thinks it's actually like all MCU content included, TV shows, movies, everything. He thinks it's the worst thing ever made in the MCU.
Jeez.
Which I'm like, you're freaking insane.
Okay,
man.
Thor: The Dark World though. That's
what I said. That's what
I would rather watch the Marvels.
Exactly. Thor: The Dark World is so boring. Like nothing happens. It's so generic. Oh my god. Anyway,
who was even the villain?
I don't even remember. It was like an
elf.
elf. Yeah, it was an elf.
Like the red stone.
What was his name, bro?
Elf man.
I don't even remember. Like what the fuck was his name? But I will say this though. Gun to my head, I could not tell you the name of the Marvel's villain either. Could you? Gun to your head, bro. What's the villain's name in the Marvels?
Oh, dude, it's Is it Cassandra?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think it's like Dar-Jin or Darvin.
What? That
or Darvin. It's like Dar, D-A-R dash and then Ben, Gin, Jin, Rin, something.
Rin.
It's something like that. I promise you.
Darben.
Okay. Yeah. See,
yeah, it's not that the actress was bad, but I feel like
Marvel just usually has forgettable villains.
I know. They got to start doing something different because it's a formula.
Yeah.
You got to reinvent it. Like maybe, what if the villain was like a alternate version of Rambo on their team? And they have to like get Rambo that's... I don't know. See, like that's just a random bullshit idea. But
yeah.
You got to reinvent the wheel sometimes.
I 100% say... I mean, we'll talk about it more on the Marvels review, but just saying like, yeah, the villain is the weakest part of the thing. But the other parts I thought were fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the Ahsoka review.
Yeah. Season 2, I'm guessing it's probably going to come out late next year. Yeah, maybe early. I don't know what they're going to do with it. They're going to have to write around...
Ray Stevenson.
Yeah, Ray Stevenson's passing, which it actually sucks because I really liked him.
I liked his
as
character
a
too.
Sith. Like he had that power.
What was interesting is I don't even know if I'd call him a Sith. He's kind of like a gray Jedi.
Yeah, he was kind of conflicted about like two things. Like he would follow orders, and then he would be like, tell them that we did it, but we didn't. Like
and like I feel like we've heard a lot about gray Jedi in the EU stuff, but we've never really seen it in live action. There's either Sith.
Did we
or
even
Jedi.
really see him fight? Maybe once or twice.
Maybe a little in the beginning, in the very beginning.
It would have been cool to see him and his apprentice face off. I feel like that would have been a badass moment. But yeah, season 2 definitely has a lot to explore with getting Ahsoka and Sabine home, stopping Thrawn.
They should just recast him. Honestly, I bet you what they were planning to do is he probably is gonna, because he's still on the planet too.
Yeah,
he was probably all four of them, Sabine, Ahsoka, and Shin and Baylor were all gonna probably meet up at some point, maybe where he's going, and that artifact or whatever he's looking for might be a way off the planet or something. I don't know.
Maybe
I have no idea what they were planning, but there's no way they just didn't think about it.
They're like, well, we're just chilling.
Anyway, we'll see what happens whenever this continues somewhere.
Yeah,
it will.
Let us know what you guys thought about Ahsoka. Let us know if you're you're excited for Star Wars in the future, or you're just kind of over it. You know,
yeah, there's a lot.
I feel like fan bases now are just kind of like, there's so much content to watch. You know?
I feel like there is, and I think that kind of might be hurting.
It's diluting the quality.
It might, low key. We'll see. Anyway, thank you guys for watching and listening. Make sure to look at the socials. There's an Instagram. There's a Twitter or X.
Discord.
There's a Discord.
Reddit.
There's a Reddit. There's it's all in the description. Nick B live streaming. That's in there as well. And
yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Goodbye.